Henry and Diesel 711 was sent to the works to be mended. "You know," said Henry, "why do you make that growl sound?" 711 pondered. "Not sure. My engine always made that sound." "Sounds like a grizzly bear," Henry said. "Maybe I should call you Grizzly or Bear." 711 was hesitant. "I guess. I've always went by a number." "Well, Bear it is." The next day was finally the railway open day, and Henry and Bear came back early that morning. "Henry," ordered Sir Topham Hatt, "I need you at the sheds to get ready." He then turned to Bear. "And you, 711, I want you to help bring one of my engines to the sheds." "Okay, sir." Bear felt delighted. When the other engines heard about Henry talking about Bear, they were dismayed. "How could you make friends with that box Diesel?" said James. "His name is Bear and he's very friendly," retorted Henry. "He's just another sign that Diesels are replacing us on this island," said Gordon. "It's only a matter of time before you're all put out of service and left in cold damp sidings as I have seen," put in the Flying Scotsman. More and more visitors came and trains were taken to the sheds to see the engines. There were demonstrations and rides people took on the engines. Meanwhile, Thomas wasn't feeling well. His driver and fireman couldn't make him steam. "I shall have to miss the celebrations," he said sadly. Then he heard a horn. Bear came along. "So you're Thomas," he said. "I've heard lots about you on the other railway." "You did?" Thomas quizzed. "Of course. You are all very famous. Now let's get you coupled up into Titmus sheds." At the sheds, the engines gathered around the turntable. "Where's Thomas?" Percy asked nervously. "He's going to miss the photographs." "He was sick this morning," Toby said. Then they heard a honk. "Oh great, a diesel shunting a stink." "Shh!" Edward and Toby quickly shushed the bigger engines. Sir Topham Hatt made an announcement. "A very long time ago, this railway was quite like how it is now. Many faces you see here weren't working here yet, but over the years, many engines came to the island and helped build this railway to serve you all, from the Flying Kipper all the way to the Express. These engines on this railway worked hard, and I couldn't be any more proud of them. I would also like to mention the famous 8 engines, who I'm sure you all far and wide have heard of stories of them in books and TV specials of their heroic actions. All made possible by the thin and fat clergyman, and a special woman who brought you pictures on television about these engines. I want you all to know that even though on the other railway steam may be a rare sight to see, but steam will always be at work here. There was a loud cheers and whistle, but whatever the engine may be, steam or diesel, you are always welcome here."
If I said no, I think it would be true, because I don't think I'd have ever gone into this if I'd thought that there was too much of a risk. I mean, it was a gut instinct. I think what perhaps not surprises me, but really you could say pleases me, is the extent to which Thomas appeals to children everywhere in the world.